everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel where today I am in my brick and mortar classroom. If I can make it all the way around. I usually post videos about online ESL teaching for VIPKid and GoGoKid, which I will post up here, but today I'm coming to you with some more Microsoft Teams help since that is what my district uses. And specifically, I'm going to show you how to use two cameras at one time on Microsoft Teams. This is super great for simultaneous teaching. Let me just stop and say, if you are a simultaneous teacher or a teacher in general, but if you have taught simultaneous, meaning in-person kiddos and online kiddos, thank you. That's not an easy job. Thank you. We are all thankful for you because it is hard. I have seen teachers with 12, 18 plus students in a classroom and have that many online at the same time, and they're having to manage all the things. So I want to say thank you. Also, this video is for several of the teachers who have asked, how can I get my simultaneous kids to see each other when they also have online classmates? Or how can I get them to collaborate with each other? So here's what I found out. And again, this is for Microsoft Teams. It is not for Zoom. Zoom has a little bit more computer work that we would have to do to get this to happen on Zoom. But maybe I'll create a video for that later. So let's get started. What do you need for this? One, you need a computer with a camera in it, meaning you need a built-in camera. So I'm coming to you from my Mac. My Dell at work does also have a built-in camera. So you need a built-in camera. Two, you need a external webcam. So my external webcam is a Logitech. I love it. It actually comes with a tripod, but I don't have the tripod right now. I left it at home because I was in a hurry. I was running late. Oops. So anyways, I've got that set up. I also have used a different webcam in the past that's a little bit cheaper than the Logitech. That is down below. Both links are actually below. So the one I have now is over $100, but it's not too terrible if you want to make the investment. And the one I previously used is also an HD camera, and that was like $20-30, something like that. And it's still a really, really good external camera. Also, the thing I like about this Logitech is that it plugs directly into my MacBook Pro because it's a USB-C, and it auto corrects the light, whatever you want to call it, autofocus maybe. But I do not use the fluorescent lights that are in a typical classroom because they hurt my head, they give me headaches, they make my eyes hurt, and I know some students don't like them either, and I'm lucky to have windows, so why not use the natural light? So let's go ahead and get started, and fingers crossed that this video does not get interrupted by a school bell or a fire alarm drill, which we had this morning, the second day before we go for Christmas break. So that's also why my hair's so frizzy. Teachers, we'll make it, teachers. But I hope that this video really helps with getting your kids to collaborate and see multiple things. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is open up your desktop or your laptop computer app. So mine for my MacBook is Photo Booth. I don't like to use FaceTime because on the left-hand side, you can actually see all of the contacts that you have. So I'll show you. So if I go to FaceTime and I open it up, you'll see here that what comes up is all of my FaceTime contacts, and I don't want everybody to see that. So instead, I use Photo Booth. Photo Booth it works best if you open it up first. If you are on a Dell, you can go to the bottom left-hand side, somewhere in this side, and type in camera, and it'll come up. So I'm going to disappear for a second to show you on my screen how this looks. So what you'll do is you'll go to Launchpad if you're on a Mac. You'll click Photo Booth. Boom. Now if you can't find Photo Booth when you're here, just go ahead and click Search and start typing, and you'll see it pop up right here. All right, so you're in Photo Booth. Great. This should automatically show your internal camera, including if you're on a Dell and you're using their internal camera feature, you should still be able to see it. If not, click Camera or Settings. It might be under something different on a Dell, and you just choose which camera you want to enable. So it's FaceTime. All right. The second part is we use PowerPoints a lot, especially during this distance learning time. So we want to make sure that PowerPoint can be on the same screen as my face when I present, because I want kids to see my face or me, and I want kids to see the SmartBoard that I'm going to project my lessons to, because putting it on the SmartBoard lets your in-person kids and your online kids see it at the same time, as long as you share the screen. So let me show you how to do that, because you have to click a couple of buttons. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to open your PowerPoint. We're just going to go to this one. And you'll notice the slides are here. And typically when you click Present, you will have the presenter mode on one screen, and you will have the actual PowerPoint presentation on your SmartBoard. We're going to not do that. So what you need to do is go to, let me make this bigger, go to Slideshow. You'll click that. Go to Set Up Slideshow right here. Click that. And make sure Browsed by an Individual window is clicked. The reason for this is because when you present, it comes up as just one window. It does not take over multiple windows, which is nice. And you can just present this screen that you're on. All right, so let's say you need to present something more formalized because you are doing a formal observation, because we are in teaching, and let's be honest, we're going to be evaluated. They're not going to let that go this year. Some states let it go last year, but they're not going to let it go this year. So I need to clear up my desktop. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to System Preferences on a Mac. Click that. Open it up, Dock and Menu Bar. Click that, and automatically hide and show the dock. Now, that will make that disappear unless you hover over it. However, I personally like to have the dock there the whole time, so I'm going to uncheck that for the rest of this. But that's one way to do that. If you are on a Dell, I believe it's a right-click hide dock. You'll have to experiment with the settings for a little bit. If you know who I am, reach out to me, and I will come help you. If you need more explicit directions, I will actually put them in the description box below and how to do that with the Dell. You know what? Let me make a note of that before I forget. Dell direction. Okay, got it. All right, so now let's get ready to present to your students online and in person through Teams. You'll go to your Microsoft Teams. And for the sake of right now, I am just going to click Meet Now, but you will go to whatever your classroom meeting is. You'll notice my camera is actually already set up. Sometimes though, it is set up to your built-in. Whatever your past settings were is what will come up. But you'll notice over here, you can see my hand over to the side. My computer will actually do both at the same time. Dell's will not. This is where Dell's will differ. Dell's will not let you do both the photo booth or the internal camera application and Teams at the same time. It'll actually pop up with a black screen, and it says this camera is already in use or something like that. So that's why you have to make sure the computer application you use is the internal camera. And then you have to make your Teams your webcam. So you'll click Settings, and instead of your FaceTime or whatever the built-in camera is, click your external webcam. And there's where all my students would be sitting. Then you click Join Now. Give it a little bit, because you know school internet is slow. There we go. All right. So your camera, when you enter this, and what the students will see for your camera is the webcam. When you share your screen, so you'll click Share Content, you click Share the Screen. You will not share a specific window. So Screen 1. Now you have the red outline all over your screen to show that this entire screen is sharing. Go ahead and minimize that. And so now you're sharing this. Now your students, instead of seeing your PowerPoint only, they are seeing both your face and the PowerPoint side by side. And for your camera, your online students are seeing your in-class kiddos. So one of the things that is great about this is that when we are working with our kids, and let's say we're doing small group, or we want to do popcorn, or have an online student say something and then choose the next student to ask, we can come over here and have somebody over here answer. So that is something that is really cool. It's really interesting, and they will get to interact with their classmates as well as see you all the time. So something new, something interesting, and my hope for you is that you take Christmas break and you relax and rest and do whatever you need to do. But I also know the reality. We're going to be planning lessons, we're going to be grading papers, and we're going to be gearing up for January and second semester. Most places with more kids coming back in person. So I hope that this little tip and trick will help you in your planning, and I also hope that it will help you come up with more collaborative strategies between you and your students that are in person and those that are online. So thank you for watching. So I'm in the classroom and I realized I forgot to show you what it looks like when you are working on a SmartBoard. So hang tight, let me get this set up and I will show you what it looks like using 2 cameras and a SmartBoard, which means a second screen. A little bit more tech, but super simple. We got it. Let's go. Hello and welcome back from that short little break. I apologize for leaving out the SmartBoard features because teacher life, SmartBoards are so important to us. So I'm hooked up to the SmartBoard. The next thing you'll see me, like look, ooh, there's 3 of me. Whoop, whoop. The next thing you need to do is hook up your external webcam. So mine is like this. Remember, I forgot my tripod, so I could pop it on the tripod and move it to where I want. I'm just going to plug it in backwards. And so this is what it is going to look like. Just careful not to really get into my built-in camera space. So what I'll do is I'll take a picture of that and I'll post it right here. that's what this setup looks like. You will have to adjust it as necessary once you get into the Teams meeting. The second thing you need to do on a SmartBoard is you need to stop mirroring your screen. There's one major reason why you need to stop mirroring your screen is because everything you do on this computer, kids and online kids can see. So if you're taking attendance or you're taking notes on a student, make sure that they cannot see that, because that is personal and private information that we're not allowed to divulge to anybody else. So let me show you how to do that. I'm on a Mac, but it's a similar process with a Dell. You'll just go down here to the bottom and you will type in, I think it's like screen display or extension or mirroring, and that should pop up. Those keywords should help you find it. On a Mac, there's two options. The first is you go up here if you already have it set up. Click that and click Use as a separate display. The second option is you use your settings and you click Displays. And then you click Arrangement and unclick this. Now, give it a second to figure life. Mirroring, rather, you are extending. And so this is what this looks like. You're extending. However, on my screen right now, and I'll show you right now, you cannot see what you can see. I don't know if, can you see that up there? Okay, so I'm going to pause this recording and I'll come back on so that way you can see what I'm doing on this screen instead of this screen. So now, hopefully, all you can see is what's on my desktop. And the first thing you're going to want to do when you're like this is open up your Teams meeting. I'm actually already in a meeting. Remember, this Teams meeting needs to be connected to your external camera, so that way you can see me over here, and boom, you're there. So you're going to share your screen, and when you share your content, it's going to be screen 2. That's going to be your external camera, and then the kids are going to be able to see not only this, but they're going to be able to see your screen as well, which is so much fun. Now, if you wanted to take attendance or something like that, this is what I was talking about, why it's a good idea to not mirror. You will click whatever you use for attendance and boom, you can see that, but the kids cannot see that. So let me show you through a picture what the kids will see. All right, so this is what the kids see on the SmartBoard. Yet, you only see what's on your desktop. So again, I'm going to pause this and I'll come back. All right, keys. Teacher life. So that is everything I have today regarding using 2 cameras for Microsoft Teams. I know that it is a lot of tech, but it is easy to set up once you do it once. It's one of those figure it out once and you're good to go. I really hope this helps you with planning. Remember, I'm so proud of all the teachers during this pandemic because you guys are doing it all. You are doing all the things, and I just want to say thank you to that, and I recognize and I see your hard work because this is a tough situation, and you guys are rocking it, absolutely killing it. So I hope this helps to answer some of the questions I've received, as well as helps to give you an idea of how to collaborate with both in-person and online students when you are simultaneous teaching, because I know it's tough. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Sunday and or Wednesday depending on the content. So I hope to see you again soon. Bye!